If you are thinking about making a move to the East Pierce County area, there are some things you should know. One of them is Lakeland Hills. Today I'm going to show you a quick tour of the Lakeland Hills neighborhood, what to expect in the homes, as well as try to take a sneak peek inside the grocery store. Hey everyone, it's Lynea Carver and welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk about all things living in and around Bonney Lake, Washington. Lakeland Hills is just about 20 minutes north of Bonney Lake, so you are not too far from experiencing all of this goodness. Now let's get into it. So as you can see, everything you need is right here in Lakeland Town Center, and depending on where you're at in Lakeland Hills, there's a lot of ability to even walk here. Here we are now in Lakeland Hills. Lakeland Hills, whatever you want to call it. You can see there's like massive amounts of homes still coming up, which is nice. And lots that are already here. And it's its own little community in Auburn. The address is actually Auburn. It is Pierce County. But it is a fun little community with a lot of different options for homes. There are some gated communities back in here, and there are some non-gated communities. There are apartments, there are townhomes, there are condos, there are single-family residents. There are homes ranging anywhere from the low fives to like all the way up to like the 1.5 million. All throughout Lakeland Hills, you'll see these signs that talk about what the neighborhood is called. So we're going to go to the right. To the right, we see Pinnacle Estates. So you can see some of these are newer homes. I mean, there's some that are still being built, like brand new construction down toward the other side of Lakeland Hills. And those are main view. Some of these houses look like storybook houses, like castles and stuff. Okay, so here's an example. This house here is listed at $975,000. So these are $1 million homes back here. These are all pretty fancy. They have some fancy facades. Okay, so we now come into a different subdivision. This is not Pinnacle Estates any longer. So here we go. So on to the right, you have the 4 lakes. These are apartments, Lakeland Hills apartments right here. And to the left, you've got the villas. Lakeland Hills covers 5 acres. These are some older homes here. These homes here are probably priced in the 600s. So this is Montiano. So these homes back here were built in the early 2000s. The prices on these are going to be about a high 5s to mid 6s, depending on condition inside the home. These ones are definitely made by a different builder than the last ones. And there are HOA dues in this area. It's really dependent upon which little block in here you're part of. So we'll head out now and we will head to Tuscany at Lakeland. So I mean, you can see it kind of throughout. You can definitely see it's part of the same community. The signs are all very similar. The Lakeland Hills community definitely has rules and regulations about what can and can't be done. And to the right, we have the Palisades. These are townhomes over here. It's a gated townhome community. And then to the left, Tuscany. Sorry, that's Tuscany. I like it because they're very wide streets here. A lot of them have this like interesting facade where they have a single car garage on one side and a second car garage on the other side. Like these ones all here have it, which is really interesting. Oh, and some of these homes here probably have a really nice view. I love to see like the big open sky, you know, it's like from the back. They probably have a really nice view. Okay, so we're gonna head back out to Evergreen. I want to show you a couple other gated communities here. Right across the way, we're gonna look at Verona. The community in here, I actually cannot go in there because it's gated. I actually sold a couple homes in there. But the Verona neighborhood, what's cool about it is they're actually like single family homes, but they're zoned as condos, which is nice because they have little, kind of smaller lots. So if you want a smaller lot option, that is definitely a great community to live in. But look how like cute it is. I just love the streets down here. They're tree-lined streets, which are great. We have Carrera, which is apartments. These are all apartments here on the right. See more Verona. Verona's huge. Verona's a huge part of Lakeland Hills. Here's our school, the Lakeland Hills School. And you can see it's a really friendly community, really dog friendly, very active. There's always people out walking on the streets back here, which is cool. And here's the HOA clubhouse. And we'll go down here to Lakeland Hills Park. So this is Lakeland Hills Park. It's about 5 acres. It's about a half a mile of trails, of paved trails, which is cool. But the best thing about this park is that they actually preserved a lot of native trees when they built this park. So that's what makes it super unique and super special. And it's kind of tucked back here, right on like a super wooded hillside in Lakeland Hills. So this park is about 5 acres and it serves the entire Lakeland Hills development. It's park was actually dedicated in 1993, and that was around the time that the developers actually started creating the community. So, oh, this is so awesome. Oh, it's so sweet. Look at the dedication. They dedicated this play structure to her, to Avery's playground. That's so awesome. It's so sweet. I love stories like that. Okay, that wasn't that bad. So these littlefreelibrary.org, those are all throughout little different parts in Pierce County. But it's cool because you can actually go, there's like over 100,000 Little Free Libraries everywhere, and you can just go to this website, littlefreelibrary.org, and learn how to start your own library. But you can come in here and they'll build the structure for you, and they just have all these little, like, give a book, take a book, give a book. And depending on where you're at, I mean, these are going to be all kids. No, they're not all kids books. These don't look like kids books to me. But depending on where you're at, sometimes there's some really good book options in there. And if you're a type of person like me who likes to read a lot and you like to read an actual book, this is a cool option because then you don't have to just let it sit there. Basically, you can exchange. It's like a book exchange. It's pretty cool. Edgeview at Lakeland. Edgeview Park. These ones all have a great view though. Look at that. All right, and here we are. Back to where we started. Maybe get lunch while I'm here. So we are here at Sunset Park, aptly named for the lovely views of the sunset that hit right there that you can see from the park. Now, this park was dedicated to Lakeland Hills in 2003. It features 5 acres of baseball fields, picnic shelters, dog space, skate park, playground, just so much room, and it's right across the street from Lakeland Town Center. So when you do come here to visit, make sure you shop at the grocery store, then walk across the street and eat your lunch right here at this park. For joining me today on this tour of Lakeland Hills. Now, I did not get to show you everything because it is nearly impossible to cram the magnitude of what we have to offer you here in Lakeland Hills into a quick video. So if you want more information about this neighborhood or you want to know more specifics about something you saw, all you got to do is leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.